Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I am so glad that you could join me tonight for a very, very special update, since I don't think I'll be able to go live tomorrow because I'm going out for a bunch of stuff and I just won't have the energy. But I had to come to you as soon as possible with the newest update from Victory with Ash, aka On Passive, aka the Cult of Ash Mufareh, because they finally updated their website. And as you know, in this cult, that is big, big news. That is the most giant news that news has ever seen. And I'm sure that it might even bring back Red Redford, which we'll talk about in a second. Hello, Salami. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Hey, Salami. Just got back from bowling, and this is about to start. Yay! That sounds like fun. 2 times today, Redbeard might start asking questions. Queen, I know. I gotta start having all these quickies with you guys. Hello, Aussie Sam. US Aussie Sam. That sounds so funny. Sounds like you don't know where you're from. But, not much has been happening with Victory with Ash / On Passive / the Cult of Ash Mufareh. Good to see you, Angel. So let's just get right into it. Chris Johnson has not gone live in over a month, and everyone is asking questions. But fear not, this is not the first time that it has been over a month since we have heard from him, going on 2 months. It's been like longer than a month now. I don't know why YouTube still says 1 month. But we've done that before. Chris was told not to hype up this thing, and so he's trying to be a good boy. He doesn't want to get terminated without notice. Red Redfern has not gone live for a couple weeks, and the last time that we actually heard from him was in a video called 25th of February 2026. And YouTube claims that was 12 days ago. I think it was a little bit longer than that, but I don't know, maybe. And a lot of people are asking questions about Red, thinking that he's moved on, but don't worry, he will return. The last we heard from him in his video, him and Jane were in Mexico visiting a friend. And I was kind of happy that he was spending some time offline and away from this thing with people in his real life, you know? Maybe they can talk him out of it. Hopefully they're not also people that are in this thing, or hopefully he doesn't talk them into being into it by the end of the trip. But I'm sure that we will hear from him as soon as he is done his vacationing in Mexico. Susie has not been live in a few months. She did do a lunar calendar live stream and managed to make that all about Victory with Ash somehow. I'm sure everyone was pleased about that. But, you know, like I said, she's been told not to hype this thing up, and she's trying to be a good girl. She wants to be Ash's #1 girl, so she'll do whatever he says. And there isn't much going on right now. This is the biggest news. Julie Wynn has been doing volleyball streams, and she hasn't even done one of those in a few weeks, but that's because, you know, I don't think they do volleyball like every single week. It seems to be a monthly thing, but she tends to go live about that now more than she does about Victory with Ash. But every once in a while, she still pops in, and I'm sure she'll be popping in sometime in the next 2 weeks to let us know that she hasn't gone anywhere. We're hearing from her about once a month. Comfort Confor had gone back to doing some hero-like webinars. There was a couple of them this past few months, but she hasn't really streamed in a few weeks either, because again, not much has been going on here. And of course, Andy Burks was doing the show there with Peter and Colin's Mana, or Colin's Ma, And they haven't gone live in just over a month. So people are wondering about him, but don't worry. I am sure that no matter what, they will be back soon. And as you can see, their last heroes, he also posted those. So they had one 2 months ago, and then they had one 3 months ago. So it was like monthly when Victory with Ash started, and now it seems to have been disappearing again. So is this the end? Is this the end of On Paso? Or are we still going to wait around? Are we still waiting around to see what happens? Well, a lot of people did not think that anything was really going on. Apparently, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes, as we recently talked about on Friday with the Sayers of Nay. Go and check those streams out. Every Friday, we get together and we basically rag on this scam. It is our weekly get together to do that. But I wanted to talk about the website first going down and everything that's, been going on. So, the Victory with Ash website has now gone through a strange 2-stage comeback, first returning from a 5-day outage with absolutely no changes, and then, days later, quietly rolling out a visual refresh with new colors and updated design elements. What hasn't changed is the silence from Ash Mufareh, who still hasn't acknowledged the outage, the return, or the redesign. The website is shifting, the leadership communication isn't. When the website went offline, there was no notice, no explanation, and no acknowledgement from anyone associated with the project. And I did actually do a article about the website going offline called The Truth Beneath the Sand. And we covered that in a video as well. So if you haven't seen that, do make sure that you check that out too. But I linked it there. This is linked in the description. Even the top leaders in the cult stay silent, as we just talked about. Members were left to speculate about whether the downtime meant updates were coming, whether the project was shifting direction, or whether it was simply another sign of instability. Because there was no official communication, the outage became part of a familiar pattern. Sudden changes, no transparency, and no leadership presence to clarify what's happening. The lack of even a basic maintenance message is unusual for any organization, especially one that claims to be building a global movement. Even after the site returned, there was no acknowledgement of the downtime, not from the website itself and not from Ash Mufareh. For a platform that markets itself as a principled invitation-only community, the silence was striking. Now that the site is back online, the most notable detail is how completely unchanged it is. Every page, every line of text, every section was identical to the version that existed before the outage. Key areas that remained untouched were that the same homepage slogans about rising, resetting, and refocusing. There was the same exclusive invitation-only framing, the same vague promises of personal and business transformation, the same inactive placeholder sections that contain no real content, and the same lack of updates, announcements, or new materials. It was just kind of like frozen in time. It didn't return improved at all. And for several days, the restored site looked like a carbon copy of the old one. If anything had been happening behind the scenes, there was no visible sign of it. The entire platform appeared frozen, and the lack of communication only amplified that impression. We were kind of like, if you were going to bring it back up, like, why wouldn't you update it? The favor staff finally got paid. That's right. When will you make money in Victory with Ash? I'll try to get a welfare check on Red. This doesn't seem normal. So only after the site had been back for a few days did something finally change, the design. The homepage now features updated colors, refreshed visuals, and a more polished layout. The typography, spacing, and overall presentation have been modernized, giving the site a cleaner and more cohesive look. I didn't like the white site as much as this one. I do think it looks slightly better, but anyway. There's still no scroll bar, so I would argue it's not user-friendly. It's very annoying to scroll on it. You'll see. These updates confirm that someone, an alleged tech team maybe, is still working on the platform, but the timing raises questions. Why did the redesign come after the site returned unchanged? For like 3 days. Like it returned the exact same as it was for a few days, and then all of a sudden, in the last like 24 hours, I've been getting told that it was updated. So I'm just kind of like, okay, that was weird. Well, that will give Red something to talk about. I know. I'm like, don't worry, he will be back now. They changed the colors. We know how exciting that is for him, right? Excuse me, sorry. So, like, it's just really strange. Why wasn't the update rolled out during the 5-day outage? Why is there still no communication explaining any of this? And when will they get a damn scroll bar? Okay, you see how I can, like, click on this orange thing and scroll? I can't do that on their site. The new colors and layout shows activity, but without context or leadership messaging, the redesign feels more cosmetic than directional. Doesn't everything over here? While the outage itself was brief and the website has now gone through 2 phases, the silence surrounding it is part of a much longer pattern. Ash has not publicly addressed anyone since October 21st, 2025. This means Ash has not addressed the website going down, the website coming back, the new design changes, the lack of updates, the direction of the project, I don't know what else to call it at this point, and the status of the community he once spoke to regularly. This isn't about inventing a disappearance. It's about acknowledging the reality. He has not publicly commented on any of this, even though Victory with Ash still carries his name and image. For a personality-driven venture, that absence matters. Remember, this is kind of like a cult of personality surrounding him. The website returning without any communication from Ash only highlights how disconnected the branding is from the leadership behind it. So although the project still carries his name, the person behind it remains absent from the conversation. The website is being updated, the leadership is not. The Victory with Ash website coming back online doesn't signal momentum. It doesn't signal growth. And it certainly doesn't signal leadership. It simply means the domain is live again. The new colors and design tweaks show that someone is still touching the site, but they don't answer the bigger questions about the project's purpose, direction, or leadership. A website can be updated without a movement being alive. A platform can change without a leader returning. A redesign can happen without a roadmap. The real question, the one we're asking, is the one the website cannot answer. The site has returned, but will Ash Mufareh? Right now, the silence speaks louder than the homepage ever could. Ash might be shacking up with Susie. Oh my, that would be quite something. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you all the updated webpage. Isn't it beautiful? Look at, they even updated the picture of him. Instead of him doing an awkward thumbs up now, he's doing an awkward, like, I don't know, he has his hand out like he's about to give someone a handshake, but he's not really sure if he wants to or not. I'll just let you take it in for a second while I take a sip of my drink. It's very blue, very gold, which is very Dubai. It's Dubai. It reminded me of Dubai. That was the first thing I thought of. Let me know if it was the first thing that you thought of. The other thing I noticed is that they changed the brand colors. So as you can see, the Victory with Ash logo in the top left-hand corner is gold now instead of all like purpley pink. There's no scroll bar. I hate it. But it basically says all of the same stuff. And I have to press the arrow down key. Your path to victory. And, it's all on the first page now. Instead of you going to different pages. It is basically what the difference is. He's reaching for money. Can you show us what the back office looks like? No, I cannot. I don't have personal access to it because you have to do a KYC, and I obviously did not pass. I am probably one of the very few people who definitely got declined based on who I am. He knows who I am. Pages cost money. Good point. Exactly. So it's all on one page now. As you can see, you scroll down, you got the reset. They kind of updated the stock images, I guess you could say, but it says all the same stuff. You know, Victory with Ash is a private membership community built for individuals committed to real personal and professional growth through skill development, mentorship, and a structured, focused environment. Built for people ready to move forward with clarity, discipline, and real-world skill development. And they added all these like private member community, guided growth, skill development, real-world application, which is hilarious because it hasn't even started yet. So how would you know that it works for real-world application? Like, we don't have that data yet. How did we figure that out? You know, it's like, excuse me, must have paid their hosting fees. Well, see, we were wondering if that's what happened, especially when the website originally came back up looking the exact same. I was like, okay, so they did just go down, and they might have, because there was like 3 days in between the website coming back up and this update. They might have just gone down, gone back up, and then quickly he was like, guys, we have to change something, otherwise they're going to know. Like, they already wrote an article on that DeHeck site about how it went up the same. I was literally in the midst of writing an article about how the website had changed when it changed. It was beautiful. The Amway training books have worked for others. That's all they'll fucking be teaching, right? So then they say it's built on a clear philosophy for growth, one that moves you from intention to action and from action to impact. This path is defined by 3 principles that guide personal and professional transformation. Victory by Ash. Oh, it's Victory by Ash now? Victory by Ash supports this journey through structured learning, real skill development, and mentorship-guided growth. We have Rise, Reset, Refocus. I'm not just going to read those to you. You'll be so bored. It's victorywithash.com. And then it says most people want growth. Few have the right environment. Many people are motivated to grow but lack structure, mentorship, and accountability. You may have tried learning alone, consumed endless content, or started strong but struggled with consistency or direction. Victory by Ash, not with Ash, Victory by Ash, exists to help close that gap through structure, community, and real skill development. And then there's this image of Ash. They always do them dirty, don't they? There is Buy again. I know, interesting, isn't it? Re-scammed! Ash has not had any victories. Agreed. This announcement is massive. I know, I can't wait until Red goes on for 15 minutes about how it's blue and gold now. It's going to be wonderful. And how they are called Victory by Ash, apparently. Then it says your path to real growth. Use your first 30-90 days to reduce stress, build confidence, and develop the skills to lead, communicate, and grow with purpose. I assure you that I check everywhere for people talking about updates, and like, we'll get into that on Friday. Obviously, we'll go through how everyone's reacting to these amazing new changes on Friday. But I assure you that nobody is talking about how there are new classes in the back office. I assure you that the only thing that have changed so far, according to the people in this thing, are these website changes that you're seeing. And then obviously like similar changes in the back office, like the colors changed and etc. Other than that, nobody is like, oh my god, did you guys see that Ash Mufareh posted that new video? And there is no way that Ash Mufareh would post a video in that back office and we would not hear about it. Because everyone would be bragging and talking about how much they've learned from it. And then using that to try to convince people to come join, you know? So I'm confident that even before my connections send me anything about the back office, that there's probably not a whole lot going on in that back office. Because there's no way they'd be able to stay silent. Like I said, there's nothing going on. Ash hasn't been live since October 21st. None of the leaders are going live. They're not going from webinar to webinar right now. They're literally just sitting around and checking the back office every once in a while. So any small change is huge. They're making them up, as you guys saw last week and the week before that. So, but it says unlock your first 90 days with exclusive training and guided insights designed to help you move forward with clarity and intention. Your growth begins with structure and focus. Just like they don't have any of the classes yet. Inside Victory by Ash. You know, again, your first 30 to 90 days are designed to reduce daily stress, build confidence you can rely on, and create a clear sense of direction. You'll develop practical habits that help you move forward with purpose, not overwhelm. You'll learn how to set bold, measurable goals and follow through on them. Along the way, you'll strengthen your communication and leadership skills, learning how to connect with others, influence effectively, and lead with confidence in both personal and professional settings. This doesn't sound like it would replace elementary school, high school, college, university, and trade school, though. Chris Johnson. You'll also explore modern business strategies and emerging AL tools that help you work smarter, identify new opportunities, and create additional streams of income. I thought that there wasn't going to be any streams of income, you know, since Ash has an 8-year director's bar. What happens to that? What do you mean, streams of income? What, you're going to teach them how to be successful in other MLM companies? You're just going to do that for free, are you, Ash? Yeah, okay. Focus, dang it, focus. Set goals and actually meet them. Ash can't be teaching. I know, I'm like, you mean the man that's never actually met any of his goals? Hasn't even been able to keep one deadline? That guy is going to teach us all how to meet our goals? I know, the irony is beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Every lesson is practical and actionable. Oh my God, not actionable. Giving you tools you can apply immediately. This is not theory, but it is theory, isn't it? I mean, that's all it is, isn't it? It's just one big giant theory. Because again, like, what have you guys accomplished in the last 8 years that you've listened to Ash Mufareh talk? I mean, I've accomplished a lot with it. It's taught me a lot about narcissism and cults and, you know, how people fall for them and get manipulated, even if the leader is a complete baboon. You know, I learned a lot about that in my community. It was great for that. But I don't know what you guys learned about business, you know? I'm just saying, I don't know if it was that educational for you guys. It's real development you can feel, see, and measure in your life and business. I'm glad that they're keeping that. It's real, we promise. That's nice. Training and benefits. What do you expect in your first 30 to 90 days? Benefits you can feel and see. It says become noticeably happier and calmer as daily stress and self-doubt lose their grip. That's a lot to promise someone, isn't it? Set bold, measurable goals and begin mapping the first concrete steps to achieve them. Begin mastering modern marketing and business strategies that can create fresh streams of income. Envision a vivid picture of your bright future. Imagine having the life and impact you truly want. Strengthen your communication skills to connect. Persuade, basically manipulate. And inspire with confidence. Again, manipulate. These are not vague promises. They are the practical outcomes that members consistently work towards inside Victory with Ash. When? Where? Where inside? In the back office, you're all just secretly working on things? I did it. Hello, cool cat. Communication skills equals word salad, apparently. Right? Imagine learning communication from that man. I mean, he can teach you how to say a lot of words that don't mean anything. And then training that makes it happen. Your growth is supported by a wide range of focused trainings. Where? Again, like, there's nothing back there. It's exactly like the on-passive back office, minus the wallet. Like, if anything, it has less. Because at one point, the on-passive back office had products, so there's like a few pages back there. You know? You'll look at more stuff in that back office than you can in this back office. So, where are they learning this stuff? So we are not learning how to fix washing machines? I guess not, right? Right? Like, it's like, Chris, did you even read the website before you did any of your rants? I'm just wondering. Because this information isn't that much different, other than now it says Victory by Ash. I just find this hilarious. Master personal communication. Speak and listen with clarity and confidence. Set and achieve bold goals. Turn big dreams into measurable results. Persuade without pressure. Okay. Sell ideas and solutions without sounding salesy. Everybody wants that class. How to not sound salesy. Like, that was the word you came up with and you're supposed to teach us about communication? Lead with influence. Build the traits of a leader who inspires action and trust. He inspires it. But he doesn't do anything, and you can't trust him. But he inspires it. Market yourself on social media. Create a professional presence that attracts opportunity. Which, I mean, you've seen their marketing. That's what our meme review is every Friday. It's us poking fun at their marketing. That's them marketing. You've seen it. Would you want to take those courses? I'm sure you can find videos on YouTube to help you fix a washing machine. It's true. You probably could. Actually, that was a really big thing here on YouTube for a very, very long time, was the how-to like videos about how to fix just random things around the home. That was a huge reason why YouTube popped off at the start of YouTube. If you didn't know. There was a time when it was just cat videos and then people being like, so this is how I fix my washing machine, pretty much. You know? Because those videos did really well. They were probably some of the first videos that went viral. Because, like, who doesn't want to learn how to do stuff around their house? But even if you rent, you know, you still probably want to learn how to do some things around the house. It's still good to be handy. I'm just saying. So, like I said, you've seen their professional presence. And then it says, get more from AI and other emerging tech, which they've never had. Harness AI and the new tools developed by Ash's team to work smarter and grow your business. So I'm like, so then there are going to be tools. Are you just giving them away for free too? Is that what the business part's going to be, I wonder? And then these trainings are designed, even though they don't exist yet, to give you skills you can apply immediately, helping you grow personally and professionally while creating lasting impact in your family, community, and beyond. To infinity and beyond. Then it says, available only to members. You know? Cat videos are what the internet was created for. That's right. John White teaching how to make hype videos, plus his 400 level class on punctuation and capitalizing words. Classes to make dancing diaper robots. That's right. There we go. I would take that class. So available only to members. We have live events, exclusive learning material, leadership and growth skills, right? So they say all training materials, development programs, and growth resources are created specifically for Victory by Ash members. Content, learning systems, and community experiences are not available publicly or through other platforms. But they'll probably be on YouTube. Like, these people can't do a live stream without also streaming it onto YouTube at the same time. Even when Ash and everyone is like, guys, don't stream this out on YouTube. We're having a secret Zoom meeting. Somebody streams it on YouTube. Usually several people. I promise you. They will probably still be doing that. But it's funny because it's simple, structured, focus on growth. And when you click on join free and begin your growth path, it's invitation only, which always makes me laugh. Victory with Ash is an exclusive community that requires an invitation to join. If you have received an invitation, please use the referral link provided to you. You stupid person, what'd you go to the main website for? So yeah, let's get back to where we were now. See how annoying this thing is? Doesn't even put you back to where you were. You gotta scroll all the way down again. So there's that part. Join Victory by Ash. Did it again. Begin your journey by joining Victory by Ash and completing the membership process. This is your commitment to personal and professional growth within a focused members-only environment. Step 2, activate member access. Once you've joined, your member access is activated. Oh, that was easy then. You'll receive entry to the private platform where all training, resources, and community experiences are housed. Somewhere else. Step 3, access training, mentorship, and community. Explore the training materials, guided development resources, and mentorship opportunities available to members. Connect with the community and begin learning in an environment designed to support consistent growth. Step 4, start your structured growth path. Apply what you learn in real life. Set goals, build skills, and move forward with clarity and accountability through a structured approach to personal and professional development. Wow, I've never thought of doing that before. Now, this is funny. You have to change all your stock accounts to buy now? I don't know, man. Maybe. I bet it's comedy gold in there. Like that movie about advertising, instead of come to the Bahamas, they changed it to come in the Bahamas. Honestly, right now, it's just like Ash giving them the last message he gave them in there, which also got shared out publicly, like, within an hour of him posting it in the back office. It was posted everywhere. So your membership is monitored and managed. A little worried about that. Unlock a world of opportunities and growth. The Circle offers unparalleled benefits designed to elevate your professional and personal journey. The first one is integrity, which, I mean, the irony, like I said, writes itself. Speak and act with honesty and fairness in every interaction. And as I said in my Bravenly stream earlier today, which you should definitely go check out if you haven't yet, I don't think that the MLMs actually know what integrity means. The next one is dependability, which Ash doesn't have, I would argue. Be someone others can count on. Follow through on your commitments. Ash, accountability, again. Something Ash doesn't do. He just blames everyone else. He has no accountability for what has happened to OnPassive. Even though he got sued for $4 million, they got sued. He had to pay back a bunch of money. It got shut down. He's still like, No, guys, it was all the fault of Muhammad Kamal. And it's like, well, who hired him? Who gave him all of the power here? And he still, like, he won't admit that he fucked everything up. It's crazy. But then he tells everyone on here, own your words, your actions, and their results. So that's nice. Own your words, your actions, and then their results. I don't like that. Doesn't sound great. Sounds like you're trying to take, the praise for someone else's work. Action taker. Not really sure what that means, but okay. Move beyond talk. Take decisive steps towards your goals. Big thinker and dreamer. Envision possibilities beyond today and inspire others to do the same. And teachability. Teachability. I don't like that word. Every time that I read that word, I feel like it's not a real word. Is it just me? Like it is. I looked it up because I was like, the first time, teachability? Really? Is that a word? Apparently, yes. But it just, I don't know. I don't like it. I like it when people say you're easily coachable almost. Better than teachability just doesn't sound real. I worked for a guy that renamed all his hotels Victory. They all turned to shit. The customer reviews are hilarious. If you guys are ever bored, you should send them to me, Sam. We could talk about that one day. I'll read them all with funny accents on stream. And then get canceled for doing accents. Because people don't understand voice acting anymore. One was forced to be demolished by the state. Oh my, yes, that sounds fun. But yeah, teachability is one. And it says, stay open to learning and to the ideas of others. Yeah, that's what that means. And here he is with two very big, awkward thumbs up. And then he looks like a beaver. I don't know why they keep doing him like this with these images. It's hilarious, but, for us, not... I wonder if he ever sees this and then is like, why did they choose this picture of me? Because he's kind of a narc, so you think he would. Like people post up bad pictures of me, I giggle at them. People post up bad pictures of him. I wonder if he actually gets mad. Meet Ash Mufareh. If you haven't yet, this is the man of the hour. Purpose, integrity, proven leadership. Again, I don't think they know what any of this means. And it says this, okay? Again, how true is this? Ash Mufareh built global sales organizations, led high-performing teams, and achieved financial freedom early in life. Bitch, where? When? How? He ripped all of you guys off for $108 million, only had to pay back like a fucking small portion of it. Like, what do you mean? He has guided thousands toward personal and business growth. I think he's guided them off a cliff, but whatever. Proving that prosperity and principle can go hand in hand. Well, let's not hope it's these hands. I don't even think those are his. A life of purpose. For more than 4 decades, Ash has pursued a mission centered on unity, integrity, and opportunity. The man is only 50. So, he's like 52 years old. So you're telling me that he's been working in business since he was 12. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? You know what a decade is? Like, dude, seriously. I read that, and I was like, what do you mean 4 decades? Like, this is ridiculous. Ash is living in an apartment, probably. Yes, send me the link. And the reviews. Like, I don't know what they're talking about. 4 decades. Like, fuck off with that shit, He believed that when people are inspired to aim higher and equipped with real skills, not that pesky school, they elevate not only themselves, but those around them. Like, okay. Maybe he is doing that, Joe. Who knows? Who knows where he is? Like I said, we haven't heard from him in ages. You can find his address if you search for Osmahan. I didn't just say that. So, Ash's leadership is grounded in ethical growth. That's a joke on its own, isn't it? He built businesses. No, he built one business that was shut down. Another one that was shut down. And this isn't a business. Like, technically, the first two businesses that he allegedly built, they didn't really launch. Like Ashmax just kind of disappeared and then turned into this eventually. Like, I don't understand. Where? When? He was a part of a bunch of schemes that got shut down, such as Pay Diamond. So, like, he didn't build Pay Diamond, and if he did, I wouldn't claim it. I would just pretend like that one didn't exist on my resume if it was me, but you know. So it was like the telex free. Like, what? Like, those weren't his, though. The only ones that were his was Ashmax, which it got in trouble. He got, like, a warning letter that was all like, you're breaking the law, stop doing this. And then he basically, like, got free. And was like, no. And it kind of just disappeared. But it was basically just his system that he had in the GDI Fusion, which then eventually, like I said, just ended up being on passive anyway. So, like, to me, all of Ash's endeavors were really just on passive and now victory with that. Since it was GDI Fusion. You completely see that happening if you go through, and we have gone through its whole history from start to finish. And that's what I mean, like, you can see it forming as you go through. You know? It's kind of fascinating. I get a kick out of that. So he apparently built businesses and developed people without compromising values, demonstrating that long-term success is built through discipline, trust, and accountability. What a joke. Faith, family, and service. So today, Ash prioritizes faith. Faith comes first. Kind of funny, because Ash hardly talks about his faith. He's not a Christian. Chris Johnson seemed to think that he was like a Christian or something. It was kind of funny. But no, he's not. And he kind of like told them that the one day on the stream. He was like, yeah, guys, no, like, I'm not Christian. I praise Allah. I'm not. So I don't know what you guys keep praising God with me. But then he brings up God a lot. Like, he'll say things like, only God can stop us. That's when he brings up religion. Is more like when he is attacking religions and saying that, like, not even a God can stop him because he's so powerful. Like, his delusions of grandeur is when we hear about religion. But there was the one time when he was like, I am not Christian, guys. And Chris almost looked surprised. Like, he was like on the screen looking a little bit like, oh, okay. And then that's when they started doing all that talk about how they didn't care what religion people were in. When before that, it was very much Christian. Like I said, I don't think they realize there's other people in the world. You know? So that was kind of funny. But yeah, he prioritizes faith, family, generosity, and service. As a devoted husband and father of two, he lives the values he teaches, modeling resilience, compassion, and purposeful leadership. Which is funny, because, like, where the fuck is he? You know, he's been MIA. Your journey to personal and professional victory begins the moment you decide to join, which would make sense if I could click on this button and then join for free and begin my growth path, except I have to be invited by somebody in order to do that. So it's very weird to then make it seem like on the website I just need to click a link and start my journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's an elite club, then I need a link from somebody else to join. Why does it seem so open on the website? It's just very, very strange. Very strange. Then you come down here to the bottom. And again, it says 2026 Victory with Ash. The logo still says Victory with Ash. Okay? It's just strange. It's just strange. An exclusive community for growth, opportunities, and meaningful connections. That's right. And then they have their code of conduct. And it is also their membership agreement. And as you can see, it starts off by saying that it's a private invitational community. You know? But when you join, you do have to provide proof. And once again, we have no scroll. And when I try to scroll, I can't because it scrolls the fucking website. Look it. Hello, can I please, do this? Provide proof of personal identity as described in the separate identity verification guidelines. And that's when I could no longer troll their back office as me. So, I mean, he was successful in at least, making it so that me and the recovering Hunbot couldn't personally go and sign in there. I don't know if Spencer could. Yeah, I don't know if that's his real name or not. To tell you the truth, I don't know. But, that is the only thing that they successfully did with their chain. But yeah, their principles of conduct are basically integrity, honesty, positive mental attitude, action oriented, open to learning, willingness to follow a plan, optimism, genuine caring interest in others, big thinkers. And I'm kind of like, can you make someone sign an agreement that they're going to be all these things? It just seems a little weird. And then the thing is, though, is in this language, it's Victory with Ash again. And then at the bottom, of course, the part that freaks me out the most is that it says Victory with Ash reserves the right to amend or update this code of conduct as necessary to preserve the integrity and vision of the community. And then you would have to agree to that when you join as a member, But that is the website. They have this quote here. It will be very hard to look around and not see us. Just get engaged. This will be a very big deal in your life. Ash Mufareh. Doesn't he look like a man of integrity? Aren't you excited to join today? And aren't you excited to hear Red Redfern go live and talk about how blue and gold it is? And how they have random hills or titties in the background here with glitter on them. But I just think it's funny that it's what to expect in your first 30 to 90 days. Because this has been going for longer than 30 to 90 days for the people that join. And Ash has been missing since October 21st. And, I really thought that he would at least show up, with everything that's happened with the website. Because people were, freaking out. What is this? It seriously, I'm sorry. It just looks like titties to me. But, yeah, that's the new website of Victory with Ash, or Victory by Ash, depending on where you're reading. So, as you guys can see, it's amazing. It's all on one page. Really cool. Movies, but no feet. Hey, this is supposed to be a quickie, remember? Glittering movies. That's all I see. I'm sorry. Maybe it's the buy in me. I'm not sure. but I'm kind of like weird image. It just like I don't know what else it's supposed to be. Like, is it supposed to be like the internet landscape and it's a pyramid? Like I don't understand what's going on. And neither does he by the looks of it. So at least there's that. I guess. So I'm sure that Red Redfern will be really, really excited. If you're wondering about like these buttons right here, by the way, if you're like, yeah, but Queen, it looks like there are 2 extra pages. These just bring you down to this part. And then there's no way to get back up to the top except for pressing the up button until you're all the way up at the top. And this is what I mean when I say it's not user friendly, because there's no scroll and like everything's messed up. And then again, if you hit training and benefits, we're going to get down to the bottom. See? So it's on a new page. It just jumps you to the part on the page. It's on one page now. And as one of you guys pointed out, was it Chris? This is cheaper, believe it or not, for them. So I found that a little bit fascinating. That's kind of like the change. The wording hasn't really changed other than where it says victory by Ash. I don't know how that happened because even right here it says victory with Ash, right? And then the rest of it is like changed to victory by Ash, victory by Ash. It's just strange to me. But that's a thing. So that's fun. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. You know, the next time you guys will be hearing about On Passive will be on Friday with the Sayers of Nay. And I will let you guys know then how everyone is reacting to this. Don't worry. If they go live and have a reaction or if Ash shows up, then I will definitely let you know as soon as it happens. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys about this. I just had to go through that with you because it is really fun. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I think the irony is beautiful. It is very manipulative, though. That part I don't like. Because there are still people in the world that have no clue what this is. It's not like I am a giant channel. This is why you guys should be liking, sharing, doing all that stuff, getting us out there. Because, the bigger I get, the more people get warned about this thing, the less people join these things, and then the more people get saved from these companies. Because there are still people that have no clue what this thing is. And they might come across that website. Because some random person on their Facebook that they might have went to high school with shares it. And they might go to it and not know who Ash is. And be like, oh, this guy looks cool. And people are allegedly not Googling things before they're joining them. As we're finding it. So, yeah, it's hard to get the information out there. It's hard to stop these things. And we just got to keep at it. It's like chipping away at a big giant iceberg. And every time that you think that you've made a good dent, a bunch of ice grows back there. That's what doing this feels like sometimes. But if we don't do it, then nobody is doing it. Nobody is combating these things. Nobody is getting information out into the universe that they're bad and not to join them. And then it will be even worse. And then everyone will be hurt. I mean, that's how people made them socially acceptable to begin with. Because there wasn't a movement that was going, hey, yo, these things are bad. Can we, look at all the things that are actually wrong with them? Can we maybe try to change the laws about them? Could we maybe shut them all down? But who knows? They're all shutting down on their own, it seems. I am thinking that on Wednesday, I might want to react to some Heidi and Orville from Sensi. I kind of want to see how they've been acting in their most recent lives and stuff. Just to kind of go over, because hindsight's always 20/20. And I thought it could be fun. I don't think I can go live tomorrow, but there might be a video, so look for that. And I will definitely see you all on Wednesday. Happy MLM Monday again. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your night. And have a wonderful, wonderful good day tomorrow as well. There should be some community tab posts going up for sure. So, support those as well. I use my community tab to speak out about MLMs and other consumer protection topics that you might need to know about. Like if there's massive recalls or something, and I share my articles on there. And then every Wednesday we do healing after coercive control. And this week we're going to be talking about some more things that you can just be doing in your everyday life that will actually help you. You know, I'm basically doing what Mufareh claims he's doing every Wednesday for those of you that have been affected by coercive control, like me. You know, I'm all fucked up from it. So it's okay. We'll all heal together. Like always, I thought I would leave you all with the song.
My name is Mufareh.
Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. I love all your faces.
My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Bye.
Friend.
We are here.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
We ain't going nowhere.
Shining bright into the future, we rise high.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call. Hey.
Tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn. We are the
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy and talking about their experiences. My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.